Hi, welcome back to our painful session of where we try everything and ruin everything. Yes, today we break Apache NetBeans consistently and complain that it's not Visual Studio Code. Yeah. So to start off, we have bank account, which is our parent class, which is gonna also handle the main running. We're gonna call in the scanner right here. We're going to declare balance as a variable that is gonna be shared across both of these two. And we declared each method that we needed to go along the way, such as get balance, deposit, withdraw. Those two get carried over to checking account and savings account. Checking account is a subclass of bank account, just like savings. And we're gonna tell it, hey, with balance now declared as a variable, and we got a method that we can use for deposit and withdraw on both of those two. Let's just look for our initial balance. We got two methods for applying a monthly fee and getting the monthly fee. Though this program does not require to be using it, so I just don't use it. And we are gonna tell savings account, well, yes, we're gonna also grab a value for it, and we're gonna also tell it, hey, apply interest rate for 2%, and that's going on to balance. But because I can't figure out why this void method isn't, well, I can't seem to get it to print out the interest rate. So I just declare it again, and then I tell it, hey, here's what we need to say and do. That's all. Let's go. Here we have our main string that is gonna be handling this. I didn't want to call them each time, though now I almost can, because yeah, creating new accounts wouldn't be hard now. I just decided let's do it for hard coding purposes and temporarily for me, because I'm really late. I started this on Friday, not understanding any of it. Always do your work ahead of schedule. Me? No. Nope. Procrastinate. So we ask for what your name. We're gonna pretend that it actually knows who I am, and it's gonna just search me in the database. We're not gonna do ID checking. We're not doing any checking. We're just saying, hey, it's me. We trust you. What do you want? Continue. We are going to apply balance to C account, and we're going to apply deposit and then withdraw to either of those if you select that you want to do it to the checking or savings account. And from there, we're just printing out our interest rate, and we're going to also do all the things we needed. So, to begin, we probably should run this. What's your name? Well, you got my initials. That's all you need. 1. Checking account. I have $1.32 because I'm a college student and that's all I have. Ha ha ha. Would you like to deposit money? Yes. $32.01. I mean 10 cents. Okay. Now what do we want? We want to see that again. So we're gonna see it. What would we like to do? Withdraw money? Cool. Let's withdraw about $10 because I put in too much. What? I passed the int. And my spaghetti code says num2 is an input double, num2 is a double, Why did withdrawing break it? We are looking for C account.withdraw num2, which we just pulled. So we throw, we go to main, we go to line 101. 101 says see you're checking num. Oh. What was the question? What would you like to do? See your checking account? Yes. Okay, this is a me error, not a program error. However, defaulting though, it should have handled it and broke. Okay, well, that's a special handling case of don't be an idiot. I can probably fix that too quicker later. But, okay, so we have a value. We withdraw how much? $10 because we can. We want to see our checking account. Okay, we are now in a deficit, which is still true because on the account rules, it does not say I cannot withdraw more as long as I pay it back. So, ha! What would we like to do? Savings. Okay, the interest rate total right now is gonna be $4.07 added after the month. The interest rate is 2%. The balance is 203.62 for the savings account. Cool. Would I like to deposit money? Yes. How much? I don't know. I want to be rich now because I robbed a bank. Okay. What would I like to do? Savings account. How much do I have? Not the total I just told it. It does this every single time and I'm impressed. Okay. 2 things to fix. Cool. Would I like to withdraw an amount? Yes. How much? 32. What would I like to do? See my savings account. What happens? It withdrew the money. So right now I'm currently looking at this and saying, huh, that's weird. Why is it pulling the wrong value? Because I'm entering a integer number that is not even the right one we're calling. We should be looking at num2. Ha, 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 joke's on me. But so far we solved one problem. What was the other problem? Oh, the default didn't know how to handle a double. I mean, I could tell it to always int it as a number 1. And put that next in. It's gonna typecast anyway. Num1. How would we solve that? We could solve that by telling it to format it. I wonder, is that as simple as just telling it to retypecast again? If that's the case, that would be a lot better. I would love it actually if we could. We need to stop this and run again. Hi. Yeah, it's me. No, I'm not your friend. But now, let's try that. Well, it defaulted, which is right, but that's an integer already. Hi. Input mismatch exception. And next in. Hello, so we are back and we figured out how to solve it. Just tell it that it can be a double and then give it an integer value, because in this case, when you try doing something, let's say we want to see our savings account. Well, we got our total of $1.32 again, and it works. I would have to do that for each switch statement, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to revert it back to just being num1 equaling integers, and if it's not an integer, I'm going to break you. Because this should be a GUI, and that's it. So, yes, I completed everything. The only thing is left is to tell you that, well, my understanding of inheritance is that right now, if you declare it in the superclass and you make it public, those variables that you just defined can be seen and read by your subclasses. And if you happen to have made those values and methods that are going to handle these different relationships across these, it can be sent back to the parent to read, and it's gonna give it to you. And you can make a change based on different variables, and you can give it variables through input if you call it and send it to it. However, I did not call it so I could enter variables, so I cannot show you that right now, but I don't want to, so hey. Now, the reason why I decided to do this approach of hard coding values in for me was because I didn't want to just scan it in and tell it, hey, these are what I'm starting off with if I create a new account. I just didn't want to deal with that right now because I'm short on time. I'm sorry. Now, why I did this? Well, you told me to. This mess is just what meets your requirements. So I think that's pretty good for about 2 days worth of breaking stuff non-stop and realizing it's only Apache that's having issues. So many issues. Like, I took the same code, put it into Visual Studio Code, and it was like, oh, you have no issues. But hey, here you go. It runs. Copied it back. After restarting the program, Apache works. It just works. That was the worst 4 hours of my life not knowing why it wasn't working. Oh, and then I discovered a separate bug of where if I do backspace, this just keeps crawling all the way over. Another issue was that I made it so that way the savings account apply interest cannot be seen by itself. How do I refer it? This box that I was holding wasn't visible to me, even though it was right there inside the scope.